peace, and blessings, my loves, Grand Rising, Grand Day, Golden Rising, Rich Rising, Infinite Rising. Wherever you are in this lovely universe, thank you for tuning into my channel, House of Black Obsidian. I am your lovely hostess, the High Priestess Oracle, the Oracle High Priestess, Oyage. And I'm doing readings for Geminis. Okay, so Geminis, this is going to be your weekly reading along with your bonus reading because yet again, you guys had the most views for last week. So it's going to be a little lengthy video, but you know, it is what it is. So of course, when I'm shuffling the cards for the Oracle deck, typically the general reads are just one card, right? For the Oracle deck, but 4 of them popped out. So I was like, all right, I might as well just combine the weekly reading along with the bonus reading because, again, you guys have the most views, and thank you again. So, yeah, again, like I said, the message is for Geminis. That could be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, or wherever you have a Gemini in your chart, or maybe you don't have a Gemini in your chart and you're cross-watching for a Gemini. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment or two if the video resonates with you. If the video doesn't resonate, no worries. Put it down or push it back out into the universe or just circle back around for another Gemini who may need the message. All right, so Moonology Oracle deck and Mythical Goddess Tarot. Okay, so you had Meditate and Contemplate. If you can see that. And then you had Step Out of Your Comfort Zone, Hold Your Vision, and a win-win outcome is forecast. So I mean, this is pretty much along the lines of what I've been saying for some time, Gemini. You have to step out of your comfort zone, and even in times where there's conflict or a sense of feeling discouraged or fearful, you have to remember and hold to your vision in order to manifest this win-win outcome. Because yes, sometimes things get a little rough and things don't always pan out as we like them, but it's also a test to see how you're handling those conflicts and those issues during the time of you trying to manifest something, a project. All right, so going over to the tarot, you have the star card. It's the Palladian star goddess. Okay, to the Two of Wands, balance. So Wands is of course air sign. So there's a lot of air, a lot of wind in the tarot readings, a little bit of fire, and then we have this one earth card. So this is child design and earth. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say this is the page of pentacles in a regular deck. And then you have four of fire, which is completion. So do you see where you have this person pretty much getting messages from the stars? Okay. So your meditation and contemplation. So you are getting messages, you're getting downloads, Gemini, from the Most High, your spirit, your ancestors, on what you need to do in order to balance out your energy, to harmonize your energy in order to move forth. You have you've discovered something within yourself. You know, you've kind of tapped into the energy of a dream or a vision that you had as a child that you've kind of just done away with. Yeah, this the child of Earth would be the page of Pentacles in a regular deck. Um, like I said, you've tapped into like a childhood vision, a childhood energy that you had. You've released some things. You've kind of put yourself through the fire, okay, but you've completed. So when I said you've completed this cycle, I heard northeast, southwest. Don't know what that's about, but I mean, I get it. Northeast, southwest, that's a circle, completion. All right, I'm going to read a little bit from the tarot, from this book for each card, because these are a little bit different than your regular messages from a general tarot deck. So, the star. All right. The star goddess is a gift of life and destiny, her essential hands reaching out and blessings upon earth. Her hair is loose, a symbol of her free flowing power and strength. She is the guiding light of hope, serendipity, bringing clarity and spiritual vision. The star of life radiates her heart, illuminating her core starry essence. The star at her third eye and throat begin celestial vision and encourage unique expression. The Palladian star goddess is the very essence of beauty and inspiration. Her celestial compassion is here to awaken your heart to ascend into your highest stellar plane on earth. She sparks in you your divine purpose with confidence and vision. The star goddess is the Aquarian star of destiny, letting your self esteem and sense of purpose rise to meet her in accomplishment of fulfilling your destiny. So, this is the messages you're going to get when you are meditating and contemplating on how to move next and to find that balance and to holding to your vision and bringing it into fruition. All right. So, Two of Wands. Two of Wands is balance, the moon in Libra. So it's interesting, yeah, because the Oracle deck is the Moonology deck. And these cards do talk a lot about like moons or signs in certain moons or signs in certain energies. So the flamingos represent peace of mind and mental agreement through their yielded flexibility on land, water, and in the skies. These birds are willing to shapeshift to come to agreement for the good of the whole, surrendering their desire to lead or control. I will say this, Gemini, a part of being a good leader is also knowing when to step back and hear from your counterparts. That doesn't negate or step away from you holding to your vision. Your counterparts may have some information that's going to help you sustain your vision. The flamingos fly into your cards to teach you effortless ease through which mental balance can be found. When personal agenda is released and all share equally in responsibility for group harmony, follow their lead in surrendering and yielding to the common middle ground where balance and peace of mind are found. Now, knowing what to surrender, okay? And that's a part of you, like I said, is stepping out of your comfort zone. Releasing that control is you stepping out of your comfort zone, okay? Um, we have the page of design, the earth child design. Mm. The child of earth sits under the shade of a mother oak tree. She holds an acorn seed that, like herself, carries the inherent design of the form to come. All possibilities lie within this child for the eventual creative birth of form and the spiritual rebirth of humankind. Pure potential and pure potential, the template of perfection dwells within her being. This child is a reminder of the perfect design that is within you. Let your emotions and thoughts hold the high frequency of who you are, letting your very DNA shift to release old patterns and vibrate with your original blueprint of creation. See through the eyes of the beautiful child and know that that all opportunities are present in each moment to create your life anew and align with the inherent design of your divine essence. So that would be the Page of Pentacles and a regular deck. Okay. Then you have completion. So you've tapped in some type of energy. Okay. It's going to lead you to the Ace of Realization and the Crone of Transmutation because you're going to transform. You're going to transmute and transform some things. Okay. However, this is also where stepping out of your comfort zone comes into play. You have the Five of Wands, so you got fear, okay, which is the Five of Swords in a regular deck. Then you have the Seven of Wands, which is the Seven of Swords, so you got some pessimism going on, okay. That's a part of stepping out of your comfort zone because You can be in this fearful and pessimistic energy that holds you back from holding your vision and this win-win outcome. But again, you're going through a transmutation that's going to lead you over here to delight in this win-win outcome. Okay. Wow. The four of fire, completion, Venus and Aries. The four-pointed fire mandala symbolizes the full cycle of completion. Just as nature comes ablaze with the color in its final cycle of autumn, form ascends into fire in its last stages of consummation and completion. This vibrant image signifies the importance of completion now in your life. This is the time to acknowledge and release what no longer serves you and let it ascend into spirit. Address unfinished business and complete it now. Be willing to empty so that the space is clear to open up new beginnings. So you need to take some time to meditate and contemplate on what things need to be released at this time in order for the new to come in, but you're going to do that. Of course, like I said, step out of your comfort zone to make that happen. Then you have your ace of realization. Open to her immediate gifts of power and blessings for razor sharp mental clarity. Astrea is bringing you the cosmic light of realization when you need it most. Let her gifts pierce through stagnant attitudes, and beliefs to activate your cellular memory and stellar vision. Open to her realization and then act upon your new ideas. So when I was picking the cards, or when the cards were picking you guys, because of course, like I said, I use my black obsidian pendulum to pick the cards. A lot of feminine energy. So at that time, I was being told at this time, people need to step into their intuition and really lead from that space of intuitiveness and discernment and intuition and from the heart space versus logic. And not to say versus logic, because yes, you need to have some logic to some things, but does it always have to be logic? Because a part of stepping out of your comfort zone is taking messages from angels, ancestors, and spirit guides and stepping out of your comfort zone and doing things that they're telling you to do that taps into your life purpose, your childhood design, or what you're here and you're supposed to be doing. But if you don't step out of your comfort zone, you're never going to know. If you're fearful and pessimistic, you're never going to know, right? Right now, you're having an aha moment and you have a stream of information that's coming in. Some downloads is going to allow you to unlock and unblock your throat chakra, and you're going to speak your truth and truly step out of your comfort zone. And in that, it's going to lead you to the crone of transmutation. You got some fire energy. Crone of fire, transmutation is Leo energy. The phoenix rising from the ashes, reborn through the fire transmutation, ascended form and new creation on earth. This goddess of transmutation brings her creative force to you in releasing your old form of yourself so that you may ascend fully into a new way of being. Excuse me. The phoenix crown embodies a transmutation, and that transforms every aspect of your former self into a new frequency and reality. Let her initiate you into the great life change by releasing your attachments to all that served you yesterday, that may be purified, electrified, and transmuted now. This metamorphosis brings in your enlightenment and your creation restored. Hold your vision and a win-win outcome. Okay. What's holding you back, Gemini, is you holding on to these old things, these people, places, and things that again no longer serve you. Okay. So that you need to step out of your comfort zone and release those things, release those fears, release those pessimisms, okay, in order to delight in this win-win outcome. Okay. When you get a little fearful and pessimistic in your thoughts and your emotions, hold to your vision, okay? Tap into this childlike energy, okay, so that you can release it. Have fun. I just heard why so serious. Why so serious? And it's not by chance that these two cards came out next to each other, pessimism and fear. So this is releasing, get out of your head, okay? Step into your emotions, get out of your head, Gemini. Release the logic of these things, which is stepping out of your comfort zone. You staying in your head as you try to control the situation, control what's going on. And it just said you can't control it. You need to release that sense of control. Okay. You need to step it out of your comfort zone and step away from the need to control things. And the reason for this is because spirit is going to have you doing some things that are going to test you, but test you in a good way. And if you stay in your head about doing it, you're never going to lead with your heart and really step into that space. Five of Wands is fear, Venus and Aquarius. This woman embodies fear as it begins in the mind and held in a place by the mind. The mushroom cloud of her painful creations stalk her and torture her so that they may be faced and addressed and released. Face your fears head on. Step out of your comfort zone and step into that space of fear. Okay. What you're oftentimes the very thing that you're scared to face is just your shadow self and it's just your real authentic self screaming to come out. Okay. Society has placed so many barriers on us really being who we are truly designed to be. So this is where you're getting these downloads and this information to balance and step into your rightful divine life purpose, not what society is wanting you to be. This card poses important questions. What are your fears saying to you? Are they demanding your attention by day and haunting your dreams at night? Name your fears and meet them. Lest you hide from them, they surface when less convenient. Your fears are your voice and your fears are your voice and need to be heard and honored. When you listen to them and act appropriately, only then can they finally be released. Moon in Aquarius, pessimism. Damn. A woman imagines herself to be stuck inside a box like prison of her own making. Her pessimism has created a mental outlook of self imposed limitations. She is projecting these attitudes into her world and they are reflecting back to her. She has trapped herself in seven dimensions of hell on earth, even though in reality she could walk out of her self made prison at any time. This card serves as a stark reminder that you perceive your world and the attitude you hold towards others determine the quality and choice of your life. I'll repeat that. This card serves as a stark reminder that how you perceive your world and the attitude you hold towards others determine the quality and choices of your life. Being boxed into a limited, hellish reality can show addiction to negativity and pessimism. Explore the root, explore and root out habit patterns in yourself of anticipating the worst possible outcome and finding negative qualities in others. Now is the time to give thanks for all you have with a positive new perspective and change in your world. Release this and you'll step into this. Three of fire, delight, sun, and Aries. This buoyant goddess of delight, like delight. Okay, anyway. So, well, look how it's spelled. Yes, it's the word delight, but it's a hyphen. You know how they say, the light, delight. All right. Anyway, brings humor and levity into the heaviest of circumstances. She is the cloud silver lining. Boom. So she is the final outcome of all of the tarot cards, but she's right after this release of fear and pessimism. Okay. The buoyant goddess of delight brings humor and levity into the heaviest of circumstances. So, like I said, why so serious earlier? Find the humor in some of the BS that you're going through right now, Gemini. She is the cloud silver lining raising above the weight and the density of life. Her heart and mind are light. She is the humor hidden in discomfort and limitation, providing upliftment and illumination. Delight is smiling at you today to aid you in releasing the burdens you carry for yourself and others. She's encouraging you to be true to yourself and stay light. She will show you where humor can be found in your present trying circumstances. Let her receive your troubles, woes, and cares and feel yourself ascend into humor and joy. Her laughter is coaxing you to lighten up. New moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. This card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. It suggests that a new start is coming your way that's connected to the matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if this wasn't what you've had before, and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. New Moon in Pisces card can suggest a last ditch chance to make your dreams come true. Attune to the moon message, use your feelings to guide your way. Logic won't work right now. I said that. Face your fears, they may be holding you back. The situation is being healed. It is time to surrender to the divine and chant Om Nom Narani. Avoid being deceptive and willingly deceived. The new moon in Pisces indicates a time to listen to your feelings and allow your emotions to free reign. Whatever you're feeling as you pull this card is more likely than the truth, unless you've been kidding yourself somehow, and only you know if that's the case or not. Step out of your comfort zone. There's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind somehow because you're headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing the things that scare you within reason. This card is all about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about. It's urging you to dare to do something different with life and your direction. So take action. So, are you willing to follow through and lead the life you incarnated to live? If you finally find the courage to make the leap, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? Attune to the moon message. I know I'm headed in the right direction. You're headed for something which feels like destiny. You need to face your fear and get over it. Time to stop obsessing about someone or something. Stand on your own 2 feet and you got this. The north node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going north. It's a karmatic point on the horoscope chart. Shows us that we need to do shows us what we need to do and where we need to go with our life to find satisfaction, fulfillment, and happiness. Fixed vision or fixed moon is hold your vision. There are two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second is very different interpretation, and that something is stuck. That could be, that well could be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that the events move forward. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great because you really want things to change. There's a solution. Stop digging your heels in and be one to break a deadlock. With two interpretations of this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a special chance of self-reflection. Yes, attune to the moon message. Yes, just say the word a lot and see how it feels. Staying power, faith, or patience is needed. Someone needs to back down, avoid stagnation. A personal or professional relationship will be enduring. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership or falling in love and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusion, this card suggests that you're either about to start a new relationship or that it's important that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. Let go of that which is falling away. See the other people through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. It is time for you to make a firm decision. Time for you to focus on yourself for a while. Look your look after yourself, but avoid vanity. Now is the time for a makeover. So this win-win outcome, I don't get. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. I don't get that this is a personal, like intimate relationship, a romantic relationship. I get that this is something professional, but it is important to remember that people come to us for a reason and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it is doing so at the right time, so try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a personal relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win win outcome is possible with give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your question. All right. That completes my reading for Geminis. All right. That was a pretty lengthy reading. But again, I appreciate you, Geminis, for having the most views last week. So that completes your weekly reading along with your bonus reading. All right. So, sending abundance of love and light energy out there to my Geminis. Have an amazing day. And I'll show you.